Greetings, friends. Stacy Mitchell here with HonorYourVoice.com. It's sweater weather here in California for the week. Don't worry, by next week it'll probably be 75 degrees again. But for now, we complain about how cold it is. I know, the rest of the world hates us. Anyways, it's mid-December in 2020, and it has been a wild ride this year, to say the least. I hope this message finds you well, and being able to find moments of joy and gratitude each day as we move forward in life. It's coming up on the holiday season. We are, of course, in Hanukkah at the present time, and coming up on solstice and a major planetary conjunction, and then of course Christmas and New Year's, and there's so many things going on, so many opportunities to stop and reflect as we transition into what hopefully will be a year of rebirth and renewal and finding our authentic self. Today I thought, I haven't done a video in quite some time, and I just have a few things to share. I'm looking over because I have a crystal grid here next to me, and this crystal grid has been up for many months now. It is connected to crystal grids, Reiki healing grids all over the world, and through the International Center for Reiki Training. And today is later this evening actually, 7:30 p.m. your time, wherever you are in the world, to connect to that healing energy for our planet, for all the humans and other beings on this planet, and specifically for healing of the coronavirus and the COVID-19 virus that has been ravaging our planet for some time. And I have this beautiful candle that I found Monday. I was out shopping. We have a place locally called California Fresh, and I found it there. It's just beautiful. And this was the only package that was chakra colors. This is Aloha Bay, which is a certified fair trade organization, and these are vegan, GMO-free, soy-free candles that say they're drip-free and last 8 to 10 hours. So I just wanted to share. I don't know anything about this company. I just think they are absolutely beautiful candles. So if you're looking for something like that, now you know where to find it. I'm going to light this candle just because, and as I do so, I'm just going to hold the intention that this light will bring healing to the world, because the light that is within us joins with the light of all others and the light of source energy, whatever name you wish to give that source. And through that unity, we find our way forward together. So we'll see if it lasts 10 hours. So, what should we talk about today? I decided that it was a good time to share with you a very simple way for individuals to connect with Reiki energy, to connect with source energy, whether or not you have been attuned to Reiki, and to establish for yourself a stronger connection, a stronger way of being in this world through your intention. And your intention is not just about your mind. Your intention is not simply, oh, I have a thought and I'm so powerful I'm going to manifest that thought. That is part of intention, but it is not the only thing about intention. Intention is about your heart first. And whether or not your heart is in alignment with who you are at your authentic core level. When your heart is in that space, then you connect it to your mind through your third eye. And your mind then pushes that intention out into the universal field. And that's where manifestation happens. And you can manifest with your mouth, with your thoughts, and with your actions. And all must be in alignment and working together in order for that process to come to fruition. But I have here a really lovely vessel that many of my students, I'm sure, will recognize. And I wanted to talk with you about a principle that is taught in level 2 Reiki. And of all the Reiki classes, I think as a student, I definitely have a true love for level 2 Reiki. It was certainly the level of Reiki that I aspired to when I became a Reiki student. Of course, I went well beyond that, but I certainly had no intentions of doing that at the time. And the reason I was so enthralled by the teachings of Reiki 2, the things that we learn in Reiki 2, is because it empowers the individual to manifest their intentions in a very strong but somewhat passive way. And sometimes we need that type of technique in our life. Something that gives us strength and gives us connection and hope, but also doesn't put the weight of the world on our shoulders. So this principle is called many things. It is basically, even though this is a glass vessel, it's a Reiki box. You can use any kind of vessel you want, and the principle is very simple. You simply take a blank or a lined piece of paper, and on one side you are going to write down what your healing intentions or requests are. And this can be anything. You know, sometimes people get really in their heads about what they should ask or can ask, or where they should place their intentions. That's all ego. You can put anything you want on this piece of paper. And I personally use this technique for a lot of different experiences in life. I use it in regard to relationships. I use it in regard to my work. I use it in regard to individuals that have requested healing work, etc. Nothing is too big or too small for you to place your healing intention toward, and therefore the healing intention of the Reiki energy toward. So once you have whatever it is that you're concentrating on one side, and you can, by the way, do that process any way you want. You can write it as a prayer, you can write it as bullet points, you can write it as a mathematical formula. You know, whatever works for you is what is appropriate. And then once you're done with that, you'll flip it over. If you are Reiki level 2 or above, on that other side, you're going to draw your sacred Reiki symbols. In Reiki 2, that's going to be your power symbol, your mental emotional symbol, and of course your distance symbol. And if you're above, you may have other symbols that you wish to incorporate as well. If you have not been attuned to Reiki, you can still use this as a way of focusing your intentions. It tends to have more, the Reiki energy tends to have more ability to focus our intentions, but it doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily a requirement to do this. So even if you haven't been attuned to Reiki, you are welcome to still utilize this process. So once you have your intentions on one side and your symbols on the other, if you have them, then you're going to fold it up. And I do encourage people to fold your papers so that any sacred symbols that you may have written on them are on the inside rather than the outside. Once you've done this, then whatever vessel you have available or that you have set up to do this work with you, you just take it and you drop it in the bowl. Step 1 is complete. So, what do you do with this? And as you can see, of course, I have other intentions in here, and I have my beautiful Kuan Yin statue that is presiding over these intentions with unlimited compassion and understanding. So you can, now that you have all of this energy concentrated in this one place, you can offer distance Reiki healing to all of the items in your vessel at the same time, and make that a daily practice. It doesn't have to be, a long period of time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes of your day, to, again, keep that connection, to continue to cultivate that connection of your authentic self, your true intentions for your life, your relationships, the world at large. So once you have accumulated several different things, it's up to you how you wish to relinquish those items. I have a process where generally on solstice and equinox times of year, I pull out all of my intentions that have gone into the vessel during that time frame, and actually look at them. And if it is something that has come to pass, I write a big thank you on that and set it aside. If there's things that are still percolating, if there's things that are still being worked out, then I fold them back up, put them back in the vessel. If it's something that is completed or feels like it no longer needs to be a part of that process of holding intention and cultivating intention, then all of those things I then take and ritually release, usually with a small fire, but whatever works for you. If you have, you want to sanctify your shredder or, whatever process that is safe and easy for you to do, then know that that's okay. Sometimes it's not safe for people to build a fire. So I'm not encouraging you to do that if you don't have the capability. But there's certainly plenty of ways that you can release those items. Again, it's more about your own intention than anything. And as long as you know in your heart that the way that you are releasing these things is meant in a positive manner, in a manner of gratitude and love and compassion, then however you handle it is perfectly fine. Well, I hope this information has been helpful for you, and if you have any questions, you can certainly, hit me up in the DMs or email and let me know. And if you have any of your own healing requests that you would like to have added, this is always an option. All you need to do is go to the contact page of my website and put in what it is that you would like to have healing intention for, and I can print that off and fold it up with its symbols and add that to the intention box, the Reiki healing box. All right, that's it. Thank you all very much. Have a beautiful holiday season.